family and friends of the city of Pine Bluff. I'm George Cotton Sr., and I'm serving as one of your co-MCs for the evening.
And my name is Miss Erin Jacks, and I am serving as your third co-MC.
Very good. As I said, I'm George Cotton, and it's an honor to be your co-host for this very special occasion, celebrating the legacy of Mayor Shirley Washington. Tonight, you will have the opportunity to see the phenomenal impact of Mayor Washington's tenure on the city of Pine Bluff. You may also have noticed my co-host walk in with the family of the Honorable Shirley Washington. Mayor Washington happens to be Erin's grandmother, or affectionately known to her as Mimi. Erin is the second grandchild of our mayor, and according to Erin, Mayor Washington made such an influential impact on her life that she followed in her grandmother's footsteps by becoming an elementary school teacher. Today she feels so honored, thank you, so honored, because we're celebrating her legacy of excellence that she has witnessed all of her life. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Miss Erin Jacks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cotton. Good evening, everyone. And I first want to say thank you all for coming out to support my grandmother, my Mimi, the Honorable Mayor Shirley Washington. An absolutely extraordinary woman who I can also say is my role model. Mr. Cotton, tonight we have Mr. George Cotton, who shares Mayor Washington's belief in helping others and serves as Vice Chancellor of Institutional Advancement at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, my alma mater. Mr. Cotton and his wife Dolores have been active supporters and vocal fans of Mayor Shirley Washington since they arrived in the city in 2019. The Cottons are dedicated to Mayor Washington's commitment to strengthening neighborhoods and building new economic development ventures throughout the city and the region, including joyfully serving as Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus at the citywide Pine Bluff holiday celebration. George Cotton Sr. is the father of 2 adult sons, George Jr. and Malcolm, and is the proud grandfather of 2 amazing grandchildren. Ryu, I didn't want to mispronounce it, and Milo. Ladies and gentlemen, please give my co-host, Mr. George Cotton, a round of applause.
As you can tell, Erin and I do our own morning show because we got all of this lined up perfectly. So I'll pass the microphone right back to her.
Thank you, Mr. Cotton. Say, one of Mayor Washington's joys is listening to music. So tonight, we have one of our own, the Blue Jams and Company. Blue Jams and Company is a dynamic live music band based out of Little Rock, Arkansas, known for their electrifying performances and genre-blending sound. For the past few years, they have been fusing elements of blues, funk, R&B, and soul. The band brings a contagious energy to every stage they play on with a mix of many classic covers. Blue Jams and Company delivers a high-octane sound experience that gets audiences dancing and singing along. The band's distinctive sound is driven by powerful vocals, searing saxophone riffs and groovy rhythm section, and smooth improvisational jams. Whether playing intimate venues or large festivals, Blue Jams and Company consistently creates an unforgettable live music experience that leaves fans wanting more. Founder and band leader Kendrick Kelly likes to say, "We are a young band with an older soul, ready to jam out with Wow, that was amazing. Let's give it up for the Blue Jams and Company, everybody. Mayor Washington has touched so many lives in the city of Pine Bluff, and we will hear from some of those who will give special tributes in her honor. First is Mrs. Shirley, who is no stranger to our beautiful city, with a tribute on the legacy of friendship.
I am so honored tonight to help celebrate a very special woman. Many of you know her as Mayor Shirley Washington from Gethsemane, or if you prefer to say, Gethsemane. Some may know her as a teacher or a principal. Although I've known her by these positions as well, I know her best as my friend, my bestie, my BFF, Shirley. The titles we gain in life are always changing. What matters is who we are beneath the accolades. What matters is the way we treat people. I want to tell you about Shirley's legacy as my friend because it reinforces the kind of woman and leader that she is. She is the kind of friend we should all strive to be. A good friend like Shirley will always make time for the people they care about. Anyone who knows Shirley can testify that she's always on the move. She walks fast and she drives even faster, going 100 miles an hour and having the nerve to ask me if I'm scared. That's because she's always been a woman with a purpose. From volunteering to serving leadership positions to taking care of her family. Time is a very precious commodity because of all the responsibilities that she has. That's why she loves to say, we can't spend time wasting time. Yet, no matter how busy she gets, she always makes time for her friends. When I was a principal, for example, she spent countless Saturdays mentoring me. Other times, if I had a crisis that I couldn't solve by myself, she dropped everything and left her school and rescued me. Even as mayor, she was always made time for our friendship, dragging me along to countless meetings and numerous events, or riding around at night in a patrol car to see what was going on in the city, which I didn't mind at all because I had a chance to be with my friend. At those meetings or events, we would be the last ones to leave, and you know this is right, Mr. Frank, every single time because she was genuinely interested in what people had to say to her. She has shown that no matter how hectic life can get, we should never neglect the people closest to us. In that same vein, a good friend like Shirley is generous. She's always giving. I remember shopping together right after Christmas to get gifts at 70 or 80% off. We would save them all year to give them out to teachers at our schools the following Christmas. Shirley would invite my staff to her staff's Christmas parties, which was always fabulous, as you can imagine. My teachers loved to go because they would have great food and they gave away fabulous door prizes like big screen TVs or really nice gift certificates. Whatever goodies and supplies she was able to get for her staff, she was sharing with my staff too. She's donated to charities and organizations without ever making it known. She even shares things with me whenever she goes shopping. For those who don't know her, Shirley stays on the computer a lot, on her downtime, ordering lots of shoes, but I don't mind because she buys shoes for me too, when she thinks I might like. In the great things and small, Shirley embodies the phrase, "To whom much is given, much is required." A good friend isn't afraid to share the blessings from her life. She has even shared one of her most important gifts in her life with me, her family. Their doors have always been open to me. They have made me feel like I was a part of the family. So when we came in together, we're family. And I appreciate that. That's partly because they accept me for who I am, and they know that I love Shirley with all my heart. Like a good friend should. I wasn't going to do this. I was doing just great. Now, that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean she sugarcoats anything. Anyone who knows Shirley knows that she's going to tell you the truth, right? Straight up. I've been amazed at how she gets away with it, even with total strangers. She tells me the truth about myself, even if it hurts my feelings, and I'm grateful for that, because good friends are honest with one another. My husband is so happy that he passed the Shirley test, in which he was vetted for a long time to see if he was good enough for me. Now that's the truth. Now that's a friend. Beyond her generosity and frankness, I'm always also grateful for the laughs we have shared, because as serious and challenging as life can be, a good friend helps you smile through it all. Being a serious-minded person doesn't mean you can't have a little fun and enjoy life. We've had so much fun together, giggling and sharing secrets, and you don't have to worry about, them getting somewhere out. Yeah, you know that? At the same time, for those moments when life gets hard, we've even shared tears and prayers. Because good friends like Shirley pray for one another. Shirley has always been one of my strongest prayer warriors. She prays fervently for me and my children because she truly cares. I could go on and on about my friend, and I'm glad nobody put a buzzer on me because I only had 2 to 3 minutes, but I had to get it all out. Yet, to put it simply, my friend is there for me in good times and bad. My friend is generous. My
Mayor
friend
Washington
is uplifting. My friend is a spiritual person. I've seen those qualities in the way she has served Pine Bluff. She has given her time to the city, working day and night for 8 years. She has contributed her own resources to countless organizations that are working to make this a better place. She has inspired Pine Bluff with her message of unity, hope, and working with excellence. She has prayed for this city more than I can count and comforted us through challenging times. To my friend Shirley, Pine Bluff has been blessed to call you mayor, and I've been blessed to call you my friend. Not only have you left an amazing legacy in public service, but also in friendship. I love you with my whole heart. As this chapter closes, I look forward to writing many more as our friendship endures many new adventures.
There goes Cheryl.
That was a beautiful tribute. Thank you, Ms. Wynn.
Thank you. I agree with Aaron. That was really emotional, and I'm sure Mayor Washington, it hit all those right spots for you. Let us applaud that acknowledgement again. Thank you. I would be this moment if I didn't do something. When somebody a microphone is that they can take a little liberty. So I'm going to take a liberty because my boss just walked in the room and I like my job. The interim chancellor of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, Dr. Andrea Stewart just walked in, so I'd like to introduce Dr. Stewart. Please stand, Dr. Stewart. Many of you may not have had the opportunity to meet Dr. Stewart as interim chancellor, but if the name sounds familiar, it's because Dr. Stewart, of course, is no stranger to Pine Bluff. She has served as provost and dean and as a part of the faculty. So welcome, Dr. Stewart. And again, thank you again, Ms. Wynn, for your tribute to Mayor Washington. Your relationship with Mayor Washington is a true testament of how friends can evolve into family. As Ms. Wynn took her seat, also, it would be very difficult for us to go through this night without recognizing so many people, and there's a lot to say. With us tonight, I think, and again, there may be some people who are with us tonight that we'll recognize who are not in the audience, but also is Mr. Carlton Saffa, the Chief Marketing Officer of Saracen Casino, was eager to provide a video tribute to Mayor Washington's legacy. I think it actually started a little bit off cue. So can we cue up the message from Carlton Saffa?
Mayor Washington, I am so sorry that I am not there in person today to say thank you. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. And you know what? Look what you did. You did that. It's your fault. We wouldn't be here without you. You welcomed the Paul Foundation back home, and in doing so created 1,000 jobs and a $500 million investment in the community. Your vision that tomorrow could be better has proven true. Now, I've worked around politicians all of my adult life, and you are as sincere and genuine as anyone I've ever met. You were and are a jackpot for Pine Bluff. You're a woman of faith, so it's only fitting that I close with the teachings of Matthew 25:23, so very applicable to your leadership. Well done, good and faithful servant.
Thank you, Carlton Saffa, and very well said. I would also not be honest to myself if I also did not thank Carlton Saffa and the Saracen Casino team for their generosity also to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff and this community. So thank you, Mayor Washington, for your leadership in that area. Also, next we have Ms. Nancy Lee McGrew, Vice President of Economic Development Alliance for Jefferson County, who will provide a tribute to the legacy of community development. Nancy was born and raised in Pine Bluff and is no stranger to the impact of Mayor Washington's relentless pursuit of economic and community development. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Lee McGrew.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This one, oh, okay, I'm live. All right. Again, good evening. All right. On behalf of the Economic Development Alliance for Jefferson County, Arkansas, I stand before you today with great honor and admiration as we pay tribute to a notable leader and dedicated public servant, Mayor Shirley Washington. Throughout her tenure as mayor, Mayor Washington has shown a steadfast commitment to our city, our community, and to the very essence of what makes Pine Bluff a great city to work and live in. It is often said that true is measured not by the actions we take, but by the positive impact we leave behind. And under Mayor Washington's guidance, our city witnessed growth in community development projects in a spirit of collaboration and unity that has made our business community stronger. The relationship between the Alliance and Chamber and the Mayor's office has been a strong one. Mayor Washington has always placed a high value on creating a business-friendly environment, and she has been so wonderful to work with. I can attest that I have worked with Mayor Washington over the past 8 years, and there was never a call that she did not answer when it came to the various economic development and community development projects we needed assistance with, no matter how small or how large. She always understood the importance of our mission and helped in any way that she could to ensure success for our community. I can't even begin to count the ribbon cuttings, the groundbreakings, the speaking requests, the events, the meetings, the Zoom meetings, and all the requests that fall between that she's made time for. She was involved in so many projects, we would be here all night if listed. Therefore, I would like to highlight a few of the most recent. Mayor Washington was one of the key players in helping secure Saracen Casino and Resort and worked closely with the Alliance, other elected officials, and stakeholders to make a project happen. A project, as you just heard from Carlton, will employ over 1,000 people in our community. Mayor Washington worked closely with the Alliance and other stakeholders to bring People Shores, a technology company, to Pine Bluff, a company that currently employs over 30 people. She also supported 2 expansion projects. Tyson Foods, a project that added 68 additional new jobs to the community with $48 million in capital investment. And Flint Group, an expansion project that retained 42 jobs, created 45, and did $6 million on their footprint. Additionally, she was involved in the construction and grand openings of the new facilities we have downtown, such as the Carl A. Reedish Jr. Aquatic Center and the Pine Bluff Main Library. Speaking of downtown, as I write this, I have a jackhammer going 90-0 outside my office window. I've never been more happy to say the slogan, "Pardon our progress," as we have visitors to our office. The Streetscape project, another project the mayor was instrumental in, is another feather in our cap when talking with prospective businesses about all the progress we have happening in our downtown area and quality of life initiatives. Tonight, we celebrate not just the accomplishments of the past, but the bright future that Mayor Washington has helped set in motion for our city. It is a future where businesses continue to flourish, residents are proud to call Pine Bluff home, and we stand united as one community. Mayor Washington, on behalf of the Alliance and Chamber, we thank you for your outstanding service. Your legacy will be one of progress, unity, and a city that continues to shine with opportunity and prosperity. Please join me in applauding Mayor Shirley Washington for everything she has done and everything she continues to do for the city of Pine Bluff. Thank you.
Okay, again, thank you, Ms. McNew. At this time, I think we will be entertained with light music, and we're getting ready to start eating. So I'm told that the servers may start serving food if they've not already. I'm also told that we have a star in the building. Mrs. Linda London Simmons, former educator at Galloway High School, will perform a creative expression on the life of Shirley Washington. Again, Ms. Linda London Simmons. Is Ms. Simmons? Okay, well in that case, according to the information I have here, as a mayor of a municipality, one priority one must have is a commitment to advocating for your community. Ms. Washington has been a champion for progressive movements in our community. And okay, try this. I'm told, hold the mic to cut. I'm told Mr. London is. Mr. London, okay, there she is. All right, well, I can skip what I was going to mess up. And at this time, we'll have Miss Linda London Simmons, former educator at Galloway High School, performs a creative the life of Shirley Washington.
beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth had no form. It was empty, darkness and water. Then the Spirit of God hovered over the water. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. Then God divided the darkness from the light. And he called the light day, and the darkness night. And God continued his creation, establishing the heaven, the earth, and the sea. Then God said, "Let the water abound with living creatures, and let the birds fly high above the water." And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth be filled with living creatures." So he made cattle and everything that crawls upon the earth. And God saw that it was good. And then God said, "Let us make man in our own image and after our own likeness." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. And God created a man. A man he called Willie. And God said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet." Then God created a female, and she was called Blanche. And as time passed, Willie and Blanche fell in love, and they were engaged. And submitting to God's will, the couple united in holy matrimony, becoming one in the sight of God and in the sight of man. Then Willie and Blanche, God's magnificent creation, settled in the small Jefferson County community of Pine, Arkansas. God that it was good. And God said to the couple, "Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth." And God blessed the couple with 7 beautiful children: Evelyn, Bessie, Colette, Brenda, Willie, and Shirley. The second child, being a girl child, they called her Shirley Ruth. Shirley Ruth Moorhead. The couple dedicated their baby girl to the Lord, and God saw that it was good. And God said, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart." And behold, the couple did heed to God's command, teaching Shirley to love, admonish, worship, and fear God, not falling into calamity. And the couple admonished her to always seek first and to trust him in all that she needed. And at an early age, Shirley did accept Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior, and eventually became a member of Old St. James Missionary Baptist Church. And God said, an intelligent heart requires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. So, because her parents stressed to her the importance of hard work and the importance of getting an education, Shirley and her siblings received the resounding notification, and they were educated. In the year of 1966, Shirley graduated from Wagasika High School. And some years later, she graduated from A&M College, majoring in elementary education, minoring in English. And it came to pass that Shirley would earn a master's degree from the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville and complete additional studies at the University of Central Arkansas at Conway. And God saw that it was good. To everything, there is a season and a time. Every purpose under the heaven. Time to get, time to lose, time to love, and a time to hate. And as God would have it, Shirley fell in love with a man named Frank Washington. And submitting to God's will, Shirley and Frank were united in holy matrimony. Shirley became his constant companion and helpmeet, at his side through tribulations and victories. And God blessed the couple with 3 beautiful children, Katina, Courtney, and Paula. And God saw that was good. And behold, God looked upon his daughter Shirley, and he marveled at his miraculous creation. And then God said, I will call my daughter Shirley to serve her people. And God did call Shirley to serve. And Shirley accepted God's call, vowing to serve her people and to help them move forward. Hopes were she simply wanted to make a difference and be a positive impact on all of the lives that she could touch. And serve she did. If you know Mayor Shirley Washington, her trademark is a hat. And serve she did, serving as a member of the Jefferson County Democratic Women, serving on the Jefferson County Board of Governors, serving on the Pine Bluff beautification facilities, serving as a life member of the NAACP, serving 38 years plus in public education, both as a classroom teacher and in administration. Oh yeah, it's been a lovely day. Although she faced a task that was undaunting, she was not going to stop. She met her challenge head on. And in January 2015, she entered the political arena. Shirley Ruth Moorhead Washington was sworn in as the mayor of the great city of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. The first African-American woman to hold the highest office in the great city of Pine Bluff. Oh yeah, it was a lovely day. Mayor Washington, you have been a light. You've been a light like the sunlight sailing across a turbulent sea. It's been a lovely day, Mayor Washington. We've seen your light, like the brightness of the moon on a full moon night. It's been a lovely day, Mayor Washington. We've seen your light, like the twinkling of bright stars cast upon the canvas of a black sky. It's been a lovely day. Mayor Washington, you've been steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. And your labor has not been in vain. It's been a lovely day. And this evening, Mayor Washington, we salute you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you, and may he give you peace. It's been a lovely day.
Okay, thank you again, Ms. Simmons, for your wonderful reflection on the life and service of Mayor Washington. Let's give her another hand. Now I'm going to do something a little different. It may seem out of place, but it will seem even more out of place if I don't do it right now, and you'll understand what I'm getting ready to do right now. Someone sent a message to the podium that asked, were you going to have someone to bless the food? And I took a look at the program, Malcolm, and I said, no, they're not. But I kept looking, Aaron, and it's further down in the agenda. So I'm going to move it up. And I know you already finished eating. But I'm sure he came and I'm sure he practiced this blessing all week. So we need to let him have a chance to do it. Okay. So at this time we would ask that Mr. Patrick Lockett, the Director of Code Enforcement, come to the podium. But you also know that Mr. Lockett is the newly elected member of the Pine Bluff School Board. So when Mr. Lockett comes forward and bless the food, since you've been practicing this all week, we gotta let you do it, brother.
Let us bow our head. Gracious God, our Father, we thank you so much. We understand that this food is nourishment to our bodies. And we thank those that prepared it. And we ask that you would bless this family that we're honoring on tonight. You said in your word in Psalms 37:23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and you delight in his ways. We want to please you. And everyone said amen. Amen.
All right. Good and short. We ought to have him back. All right, now Mayor, one of your priorities is always commitment to advocating for your community. Now, Mayor Washington has been a champion for progressive movements in our community. And when Mark Hayes, the executive director of the Arkansas Municipal League, was contacted, he was compelled to speak on behalf of the mayor and the mayor's service. And her legacy of advocacy in this community. And Mark has provided the following tribute. So can we cue up the video from Mark Hayes?
I'm really sorry I'm not able to join the celebration regarding Shirley Washington today. I think the world of her, and she's been an incredible municipal leader. The city of Pine Bluff has done so well under her guidance. The first thing that I think of when I think about Shirley is she's classy, intelligent, dignified, calm under pressure, well-spoken, and extremely conscientious towards the citizens of Pine Bluff and those who know her, whether it's knowing her well or only knowing her as an acquaintance. She's an amazing leader, and we're going to miss you immensely, Shirley. I can assure you of that. It's been my honor to work with you over the last several years. You have been a great part of the municipal league. Your leadership has been highly appreciated by me and your peers across the state. So thank you for that service. I also want to remind you of a little story about a year into your tenure as mayor. I talked to you and I said, you're doing a great job. And you got a very quizzical look on your face. And you said, how do you know that? And I said, because my phone stopped ringing. That's the truth. I always know when it's a good mayor in a place that's had some issues. When my phone stops ringing, then that means leadership has taken over and things are under control. And I thank you for that as a citizen of the state, but I've also been an admirer of yours, and I appreciate your leadership and guidance of that city so very much. You've got a great future in front of you, whatever that next chapter in your life may be. Please don't be a stranger. Please keep in touch with the league, our leadership, and with me personally. I think the world of you. I wish you the very best. And again, please don't be a stranger. Peace.
In his absence, let's give Mr. Hayes a hand for his tribute. Now, I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. William Fells, former Special Events Coordinator under Mayor Washington's administration and the newly elected 3rd Ward Council Member. Congratulations, Mr. Fells.
Good evening, everybody. It's a big honor for me to be here this evening to honor our mayor and to reflect on her legacy of leadership here in Pine Bluff in the state of Arkansas. For those of you who don't know me, my name is William, and for 4 years I had the privilege of serving under Mayor Washington as the Special Projects Coordinator. And during that time, I witnessed Mayor Washington lead our city through many successes and challenges. And through all those times, she showed what it means to be an outstanding leader. First and foremost, a good leader must care about people. You can tell a lot about a person by how they treat those around them. And at the core of everything that Mayor Washington does is a compassionate heart. She has read at schools so children will know that the city cares about them, that they have leaders who care about them. She has attended funerals to comfort families so they know that they're not alone during their heaviest moments. She has gone to birthday parties, wedding anniversaries, and award ceremonies to help honor other people and make sure they know how special they are. For the past couple of winters, when she could have been at home resting at bed, this is a leader who insisted on setting up warming centers for the homeless so that they can spend the night indoors during freezing temperatures. Not only did she organize them, often on short notice, but she also stayed overnight to make sure that people were taken care of. This is the same leader who fought to build the Opportunity House, a place where people without homes can go find resources and build stable lives. Because of her compassion, I've also seen her devastation every time a life is lost to violence in this city. I've seen her mourn as if she knows those individuals personally. And I've also seen her channel that compassion towards doing something about it. That's why she's worked so hard with our city council and the county to build up the Group Violence Intervention Program, an initiative that is working with children and families to this day to keep them out of violent situations. The mayor is a good leader first and foremost because she cares about people. Yet a good leader must also be strong. And the mayor has shown that compassion and toughness are not mutually exclusive. Anyone who knows the mayor knows that she is a strong woman. When our city was struck with historic floodwaters in 2019, she was an unshakable pillar. She made sure emergency agencies responded properly, and she never wavered from making sure that FEMA helped out with the recovery and that Pine Bluff got all the resources that we were due. When we were dealt with a major ice storm, the mayor worked diligently to make sure IT companies were following their obligations to restore normal operations and be more proactive in the future. When COVID came to Arkansas, with the first case being here in Pine Bluff, in fact, she didn't flinch. She mobilized a task force to respond and work with the state to get people tested and vaccinated. She's also shown that a strong leader must be willing to lead by example. She's not afraid to do the groundwork. She's risen before the sun to help with early morning cleanups, loading her own pickup truck with trash that she collects by herself and with other people from the roadsides. When everyone else is sleeping, she's driven around at night to mark street lights that need to be repaired. She's taken out her checkbook again and again, even when people aren't necessarily looking, to donate to local organizations because she doesn't expect other people to give back if she's not willing to do it herself. She's gone to community centers to help with cleaning, refurbishing, landscaping. She's gotten down in the dirt with her own garden tools and sun visor to tend community garden beds and landscape along some of our roads. She's shown that it doesn't matter what title a leader may hold. The greatest responsibility is to do whatever it takes to get the job done. No job is too small. That's also evident in the fact that, as she has demonstrated, a good leader must also be willing to make personal sacrifices. For 8 years, she has done that day and night. She has sacrificed countless weekends to participate in community cleanup and community events of all different kinds. She has sacrificed countless nights of sleep thinking about Pine Bluff. In fact, if there are any City of Pine Bluff workers in the room, as I know there are, we can all testify to the fact that there are many times we should text people at 3 a.m. because she's up at night strategizing about our parks and about public service and about trash pickups. I think to really understand the measure of Mayor Washington and what she sacrificed for these past 4 years, we have to understand that she could have been traveling and enjoying retirement after decades of service with our school district. Yet she has sacrificed almost another decade of her life to public service. And she has done this with grace, despite the ridicule, criticism, and stressful burdens that often come with the role. But above all these things is one quality that ultimately shapes and grounds her leadership. It's the thing that binds and sustains every other quality she possesses, and that is her faith. She leads with faith. She prays constantly for this city because she knows that when all is said and done, a good leader recognizes they are human, they are limited, and they can't do anything without the wisdom and grace of a power greater than ourselves. Through her faith, she has led with hope and vision, no matter how difficult the road has been. All in all, Mayor Washington has been a great leader. Whether you agree with everything she has done or not, it's almost impossible to ignore the great things that have transpired in Pine Bluff under her leadership. I haven't even elaborated on everything like the Aquatic Center, renovated parks and community centers, salary increases for first responders, and on and on. These things are important and they do deserve recognition. But these things would not have happened without leaders that we've had like Mayor Washington and the values they embody. In fact, a man named Peter Struggle once said, legacy is not leaving something behind for other people. It's leaving something behind in other people. I believe there's some truth in these words, because in the final analysis, times change. Physical structures come and they go. Political issues change. Storms pass and new ones arise. But the things that truly matter are those things that are lasting. The best way to face a changing world is to embody the values that have stood the test of time. That's what the greatest legacies are all about. Leaving tangible improvements, as well as an example of exceptional leadership for those who come after. So as we gather at the close of this incredible era in Pine Bluff's history, the best way to honor Mayor Washington and all that she's accomplished is to build upon her tangible achievements, as well as the way she has inspired us. Let us work in unity with the same compassion, strength, hard work, sacrifice, hope, and faith. That is the legacy of leadership that Mayor Washington has modeled for all of us. Those are deposits that will stay with us no matter where we go or what we do in life. So Mayor Washington, it has been an honor to serve with you. It has been a privilege to learn from you. It has been a blessing to be in your life. I know you will continue to stay involved in our community, so I won't say farewell. Instead, I will simply say thank you for your service, and may God bless you and all that the future holds for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bells, for such a beautiful tribute. Please continue to enjoy your meal as we proceed with our program. Now, this next person is my favorite musician, and I have to say, I'm his biggest fan. William Nelson, a freshman at Parkview Arts and Science Magnet High School in Little Rock, Arkansas, the grandson of Mayor Washington, and my little brother, will play a special tribute to his grandmother. His hobbies are participating in baseball, enjoying all sports of the nature, playing the piano, and hanging out with his Mimi and Papa. And me, of course.
Good evening. First, I would like to start off by thanking everyone for coming out to celebrate my grandma. But they are teaching me to deliver under pressure. I am thankful for you and my best friend, Papa. You both show me what love and hard work looks like and the benefits of them both. I plan to make the two of you proud now and forever. I hope you enjoy.
Great job, William. And finally, we will have a tribute from Pastor David Smith. He is the pastor of Old St. James Baptist Church, where Mayor Washington serves as one of his faithful members. His tribute will be on the legacy of servanthood. Pastor David Smith.
Good evening, good evening. Amen. To Sister Mayor, Brother Washington, all of the Washington family, to all of the distinguished guests. I was told that I could only speak for a couple of minutes. I guess somebody thought I was going to take a text. I want you to know that Sister Washington and I have a lot of things in common. And among the things that we have in common is, first of all, we have a hard time separating our spiritual selves from our secular jobs. There's so much that carries over when you have faith in God and you know who God is. There's so much that carries over from your belief in God and your work in the world that we live in. Has always been a person that has connected her spiritual self with her secular self. And if you could even make that kind of a distinction, she has never, that I've seen, she's never been able to make a distinction between what is spiritual and what is secular. When she approaches her job as mayor, she comes into that job as a spiritual person. And I am of the mind that I believe that the Bible is right. And first of all, you need to understand that the Bible says that the greatest person in the world is a person who knows that they are a servant. And so she has come into the job as mayor. She went into the job as mayor praying for a servant's heart. And she came in bringing a servant's mentality and bringing in a servant's ethic into. She has never lorded it over anybody. She has never tried to be the big shot in the room. She has never, I'm about to start preaching. She has never tried to say I'm better than anybody, because her idea was that she needed to be a servant of the city of Pine Bluff. And I believe that she went into the job as mayor thinking, how can I serve this city? And let me tell you how she has served this city. She came into this job believing in one thing, and that is hope. Hope. Those of us who are Bible readers know that the Bible says that there are three things that will always abide. They are faith, hope, and love. And she is the daughter of hope. She believes, she has faith in God. She loves the city. But when you look at faith on her right side and love on her left side, you have to understand, and this is, and maybe I'm overextending myself, but I'm going to say this is what I know about Mayor Washington. She is a daughter of hope. Hope is in her DNA. I believe that if we did a DNA check right now, we would find hope all in her DNA, because she approaches everything with hope. Some people have tried to look at some outward motivation for the things that she does. I'm going to tell you that the H in hope stands for she leads with her heart. She has a love for what she does. She has a love for people, and she constantly leads with her heart. The O means that she is eternally optimistic. She comes into it believing that there can be better. Things can be better. Things can be done a better way. And so that optimism helps cancel out all the negativity that we have in our society today. There's so many cynics and so many people that want to say what is wrong with the city, but she always says, where is the good things? Where are the good things? Can we find some good things in our city? And she came in here with a sense of optimism. And then it's already been said, and so much of what I wanted to say has been said, so I'm kind of rushing through. But watch this. People. The P stands for people. She has a love for people. And you see her when she walks into a room, not a stranger in a room. I can't be like that, Sister Washington. I'm still shy. But she is a people person. and she loves people. What she does, what she has always done as an educator and then as a politician, she loves people. And what she did for Pine Bluff in the past 8 years, it was not because she wanted recognition or praise. She did it because she loves the people of Pine Bluff. Finally, there is the expectation. She serves a God. She recognizes the God that we serve is able. Can I go to church for just a minute, Sister Washington? Ephesians 3:20. He is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we can ask or think. And she came into this job. She's leaving out of this job not because, watch this is not an ending. This is a new beginning. It is a new chapter opening up in her life. She expects that the God that she served is going to do exactly what he said. I love to hear her say, I'm standing on the promises of God because I know that the God I serve can do exceedingly and abundantly above. Pine Bluff, don't you dare stop believing in the vision that God gave Sister Washington. Watch this. Because our God can do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think, according to what? The power that is already working in us. She tapped into that power. She pushed that power. She pulled that power out of some of us. She has already started. I saw Brother Fales up here. She's already started a new generation of leadership in Pine Bluff. And I salute Sister Shirley Washington for the work that she has done for Pine Bluff. A vision that does not stop when she leaves office. It is a vision that, can I just say, new leaders coming in, make sure you don't get rid of the vision. Make sure the vision doesn't stop. Make sure we continue. I'm about to preach. Let me sit down. Amen. Amen. I am proud to know you, Sister Washington, Brother Washington, the Washington family. I'm so proud to know you. I'm so proud to be a part of this evening that recognizes the work that she's done and the job that she's done. And if you don't remember anything else that I said, this sister is a daughter of hope.
Thank you so much, Pastor Smith. Now, I would like to introduce the State Representative Vivian Flowers and new Mayor-elect, who has a few words she would like to say to Mayor Washington.
Assembled tonight to honor Mayor Shirley Washington for her service as mayor of the City of Progress for almost 8 years. I apologize that I cannot be there with you in person due to a prior commitment, but I am elated to be there with you in spirit and on this video to join so many others recognizing the contributions and accomplishments of Mayor Shirley Washington. And Mayor Washington, to say thank you. Thank you for breaking ground as the first African-American woman to be elected and to serve as mayor of our historic city. Thank you for working toward progress that I'm especially grateful for. Our state-of-the-art Pine Bluff Community Center, public and private community gardens, and leadership that saw us through a global pandemic and several horrific climate events. And thank you for your calm, cool, and collective professionalism. In 1 Peter, the Bible says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. For over 3 decades, you did that for generations of our young people as their teacher and principal. And for 8 years, you have served the people of Pine Bluff with great dedication. You have shared with the public and me that you're not ready to take it easy and of your intent to continue to invest in, develop, and help our great city. As we all use our gifts to serve Pine Bluff wins. Again, Mayor Washington, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Miss Vivian Flowers. And now I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over back to my co-host, Mr. George Cotton.
Thank you, Aaron. I also would like to thank Representative Flowers. When my wife and I moved to Pine Bluff in 2019, it's funny, I tell my colleague, Dr. Moses Goldman, all the time, he and I began our daily conversations that I don't really believe in accidents. But two of the first people I had a chance to meet and have the benefit of listening to and getting advice from, one was State Representative Flowers, but the other was Mayor Shirley Washington. And I want to thank both of them for welcoming my wife and I to the city and also kind of coaching us along. Mayor Washington, thank you for warning me about landmines and areas I needed to be very cautious of, so I've appreciated that. As we also move the program along, we'd like to acknowledge that there are several presentations and proclamations provided from the Governor's Office, from Jefferson County, from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, and the Arkansas Black Mayors Association. Mayor, thank you for the impact you have made not only in the city of Pine Bluff, but throughout this region. We will now have a video presentation celebrating the legacy of Mayor Shirley Washington from 2017 to the present, prepared by Special Events Coordinator Martavius Proctor, and we claim Mr. Proctor as a proud graduate of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. So at this time, do we cue the video from Mr. Proctor?
Leadership is about vision, courage, and heart. For the past 8 years, Mayor Shirley Washington has exemplified all three, leaving an unforgettable mark on the city of Pine Bluff.
The time for rivalry, distrust, the time for division is over. The time for shouting something down just because it wasn't your idea must come to an end. It's time for us to begin embracing diversity and differences because we are one Pine Bluff, stronger together.
When Mayor Washington took office, she brought more than a title. She brought a purpose. Her vision was clear, to rebuild and reimagine Pine Bluff for future generations.
To see this gives these kids hope. Hope that their community is coming back, that their community loves them, that their community embraces them with wonderful opportunities.
Under her leadership, Pine Bluff experienced a renaissance. From economic growth to infrastructure improvements, Mayor Washington turned bold dreams into reality.
Today we are talking with Pine Bluff Mayor Shirley Washington. She has joined us live here in the studio. We've been talking about a number of things. We were talking about economic development, the potential of a casino coming to Pine Bluff.
I think the one thing I just want to get across was that her love for this city. People don't get or understand how much love she has for the city, and that drives her. That drives every decision she makes. Her love for the city. She wants the best. She wants to see greatness. She wants to see the city return to where it used to be. She wants to see people here thrive. So that has driven literally every decision that she has made while she has been in this office. And it's important that everyone understand that.
One very special memory that I have of Mayor Washington is during my mom's illness. Mayor Washington took it upon herself to come to visit my mother and spend several heartfelt hours with my mom. And she didn't know my mother at all, but took it upon herself to come and just check on her. And when my mom went to go be with the Lord, she led the charge of the staff, all the staff coming to my mom's funeral. And for that, I am so very grateful. It means so much to my family and the community that I'm a part of as well.
More than a mayor, Ms. Washington was a champion for all people, dedicated to empowering youth and uplifting the underserved, and celebrating the diversity of our great city.
As I reflect on my time serving in the capacity of Special Projects Coordinator for the Mayor's Office, it was very exciting. It was a new environment for me, a new industry for me. I was very impressed with how quickly the mayor adapted from being a principal in charge of children to being the mayor in charge of departments and department heads in the city itself. I learned that the citizens rely heavily on the mayor and her staff for things I had never even considered calling the mayor's office for. We fielded those calls. The mayor was always patient, she was always kind, and she was always engaged in the needs of the citizen and the needs of the city.
I remember vividly you expressing with passion the vision that you held for our city. And I'm proud to say that I've been able to be a part of your execution and I've learned so much of your servant leadership. I've watched you sit at the table and hold discussions about millions of dollars to mitigate flood and other grant programs to help our city.
As her time as mayor comes to a close, her legacy shines brightly. It's a beacon of hope, a blueprint for what leadership can achieve. On behalf of the mayor's office and the entire city of Pine Bluff, we thank you and we wish you the best on your next journey.
Thank you. That was very well produced and very well done. Mayor, I'm certain you know that you are appreciated, but I'm not sure that you realize, especially when you reflect on all the accomplishments that were done under your leadership. I don't know if you've actually taken out a book and a pad, never written all those down, but hopefully these reflections will be a small indication of the appreciation from this community. Let's give the mayor again another round of applause for her outstanding work in the city of Pine Bluff over the past 18 years. Now, our last musical selection will be from Miss Micaiah Mustafa. Okay. All right. I've been told that it's actually from Sherry Haywood. Okay. Miss Haywood.
There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. And when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if your emptiness you felt. If you search within yourself, it will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. And you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. Oh, Lord knows that dreams are hard to follow, so don't let anyone tell them away. Hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find a way. Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. When you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
Let's give it up for Sherry Haywood, everyone, for a beautiful performance. Thank you for giving me some time to look over the script so that I can get my bearings. Let's welcome now our guest of honor, my wonderful, marvelous Mimi, Mayor Shirley Washington, to the stage as she provides a few remarks.
Oh boy, all I can say is wow. I could tell you. This has truly been an amazing hour, an amazing evening. I would tell you that one of the most difficult moments I think I've had throughout this journey was just accepting the thought that an evening like this, for me, was going to happen. And from May, June, July, when people were asking if they could do some type of a gala to celebrate the legacy, I'm saying, really, I haven't done anything. I don't deserve that. I don't want that. I can't have that. No, no, no. And then I talked to my kids, and they said, no, no, no. And then people were saying, we want to, we have to, please let us. I said, no one will come. So, when I stand and I look, I'm just in total awe. And all I can do is thank God for his goodness. Thank God for his goodness. Thank God for his goodness. thank you all so very much. I want to call names, but I can't. Because I know that if I start, I'll miss somebody. To all of you, from the front of the room to the back, farthest corner in this room, from the bottom of my heart, I said thank you. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for embracing me with unconditional support throughout these past 8 years. A person coming from the cotton patch to the classroom to the mayor's office, can you believe it? I know mom and dad, I couldn't even believe it myself. I want to thank Rhonda and Prudy and Martavius, all the guys in my office who insisted that this happen. I didn't think people would really come, but it's really blessed my heart. And now that I look back and I look at you, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. As I stand here and I look out at this table, I have to start with my family. I have to thank my husband for supporting me throughout this journey. He didn't believe I could do it the first term. He was really upset that I was running that first term. Then the second term, he told me I had to do it again. And then the third term, he said, what you waiting on? You need to go on and announce. I really didn't want that third term. But God worked that one out too, you know? So thank you, Frank, from the bottom of my heart for standing by me. I have to thank those 3 kids that we have, because they are truly, truly amazing. Those kids have stood beside us. I told Codney when I was running the first term, I said, Codney, God is calling me to do something. And I really don't think I can do it. I said, I don't think I can do it. He said, what is it? I said, he's telling me that he wants me to run for mayor of Pine Bluff. Oh, no, Mom, you don't need to do that. Just get that out of your mind, get that out of your mind. I said, Codney, I've been trying. I've been wrestling with this thing for a long time. I've been trying to push it out of my mind. He said, okay, give me a minute. Let me pray. I'll call you back. I thought he was going to be 2 or 3 days calling me back. He called me back almost in 20 to 30 minutes, Vera. And he said, okay, Mama, you got to do it. God has shown me that it's intended for you to happen. You have to do it. I said, will you support me? He said, you can count on me. And from that day to this day, I've been able to count on him. And then his sister stood up, and I can't leave out his wife, Abir. These children have been totally, totally amazing. And all that God would have children to be is supporting their mother with her wildest crazy dreams. And this granddaughter behind me, if I tell you this is an amazing girl, I think the best days my husband and I have had in the house since the kids left were the 4 years that Erin stayed with us when she matriculated through UAPB. And now that she's gone on to become that teacher, her second year in teaching, I just thank God for her. And Will, oh my gosh, let's give Will another round of applause. The beauty of Will is that he's only been taking piano lessons for about 2 years. And when he started taking the first year, I think he became the second best student in the whole class. So we thank God for magnifying that gift that he has, you know. So many people have played such pivotal roles in this journey. As I stand here and look out in the audience, I can't help but to look at the Banks table. When I look at the Banks table, I look at my friend who came from the classroom, from the school, to the mayor's office with me, and who left us to COVID along the journey. That's Louise Sullivan. Banks, will y'all stand up for me? So I can see that Louise is in the room. Louise is right here with us. Do I see Tracy? They didn't make it. But Banks family, thanks for sharing Louise with us. Louise loved Pine Bluff, and she was a great role in everything that we accomplished throughout this journey. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I remember when I started the journey, wasn't long when I started that. There were so many homicides. I thank those police officers for that embrace of love that they just expressed. But I said, Lord, how are we going to make it through this? And something in my spirit said, you got to pray your way through. You got to pray your way through. And I said, no, that can't be the answer. That's not the answer. 5 or 10 minutes later, one of the members from my church called and said, Mayor Washington, guess what? The Lord just told me that we got to have prayer. We got to have prayer all over this city. And I said, really? And she said, yes, we've got to do it. I said, okay, I'll think about that. I hung the phone up. And no more than 5 minutes later, the phone rang. Mayor Washington, we got to pray all over this city. That lady's in this room right now. She said, the Lord has shown me that we got to do prayers in churches all over this town. And I'm saying, what are people going to think about a mayor talking about we've got to pray all over the city? Pastor said, I don't care what they think, we got to do it. Where is Classy Green? Classy Green is in the house. And we had to do it. We had to find someone who's going to work with us, who's going to coordinate. And that was at Mary Adele. She pulled it together and it didn't drop a beat. We talked to my pastor. He said, if that's what the Lord is telling you, we have to do it. So all the churches, all the ministers who started that journey of prayer with us, we went through the 5th Sundays for 100 consecutive 5 Sundays, not missing one, even during COVID. And we saw God move in the city. We saw a vision. I like the hope that you expounded upon this evening, Pastor Smith. I want to thank you for your role in this journey. Not just Pastor Smith, but all the ministers in this room who embraced us with your love, with your support, and with your prayers. Thank you so very much. As I look in this room, I look at the workers in this city, all of you who said, sometimes I treated them like they were elementary school kids. But what they had to realize was they had a 3rd grade teacher as their mayor. And I think they embraced me with that teacher, mentality. We don't like it, but we're going to give her respect. Let's respect that we give a teacher. That's what they did. And that even came down to the council members. Where are my council members? Will y'all stand? Thank you so much for letting me treat you like kids sometimes. Thank you so much for letting me treat you like students. I talked to Mays and said, Mayor, cut it out, Mays. He said, all right, Mayor, you got it. It was always in love. And I thank God for that. He's standing up there like he wants to say something. Sit down. That's my Mays. I love Councilmember Mays, I tell you. I would like to thank my church and all the churches. Oh, St. James, where are you? Oh, St. James, let me see you. Stand up. I can't see, so oh, St. James. Can't see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all, I see them all back around the room. Thank you for all of your support. There's a lady who I think is the political guru in Pine Bluff, and I think maybe it's just not Pine Bluff, but pretty much all over the city, all over the country. People know this person, and I think today I looked in the paper. She called me up and said, "Did you pick that paper up?" She put an editorial in the paper. I said, "How much can a person work to coordinate than that?" Irene Holcomb had an article in today's paper. Look at her when you get a chance. Is she in the room? I don't even know whether she made it or not. Where is Irene Holcomb? Is she here? Let me see. Where is Irene? This light has me blinded. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that embrace of support. If you want to know anything, this is the most political savvy woman, I would say, in Arkansas. I'm going to carry it further than Pine Bluff. What I like about her is she's going to tell you the truth. If she feels like what you're doing is not wise, it's not you're thinking it's not on the right path, she's going to tell you. You know, there are some other people that I work with on an initiative, on this public-private initiative, Go Forward Pine Bluff. Some said it was good, some said it was bad, some said it was ugly. But I will tell you that it was necessary. And I would tell you that no matter what, it made a difference. It was part of the transformational move here in the city of Pine Bluff, because I know that when I came in and that was on the table, I had to make a decision as to whether I would embrace it or walk away from it. And the Lord said, you embrace it with your support. And I stayed with that until the very end. And I know that Ryan, Mr. May, Lee, all of you, everybody who worked at that initiative, why don't y'all stand up? We all work together. We made a difference. A transformation, don't be ashamed, Cindy. A transformational difference, thank you, that's going to continue as we move this city forward. I want to thank my Tina for keeping me grounded. And I know my Tina is over there saying, okay, Mama, that's long enough, that's enough. So I'm gonna cut it off in a minute. But y'all, if God sends you a friend, you better count that friend a blessing from Him. God sent me that Cheryl Kernan. I remember when I was campaigning and she said, Shirley, we need to be down on the corner. We need to be down on these street corners. Cheryl was out there on the street corner. Her favorite street corner was 28th and Hazel. Cars were going through there and she was out there doing all this. And I think they were honking the horn, and she was loving every minute of it. I'm going back tomorrow morning. I'll be there between 7 and 8 o'clock, because that's when the most folk going through there. She has stood by me through thick and through thin. So Cheryl, that was the most beautiful tribute I've ever heard to a friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. You remember when I had that inauguration? It was a beautiful inauguration. And I remember seeing that I had people to come from all over the country. My niece from Italy came. I look over there and I see Nicole. She's back tonight. I thank my sisters. Will my sisters stand? We're all from Gethsemane. Okay, all from Gethsemane. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't know if you saw my kids, Paula, Connie, and Tina. Will you all stand? Let's give these three amazing kids a big round of applause. Let me see, Ari and Will. But to everybody in this room, all the city workers, and William, you know you're my William. I got my William fails, but William, my William, I've always loved having young people around. Some people like to have people around them that they think know a little less or right about on their level when it comes down to that intellectual level. I want somebody smarter than me and more technology savvy than I have. So I thank God for Stephen Bronsko. I thank God for Cassandra Shaw, William Fales, Emma Etum, all those young people who worked in this administration over the last 8 years. And I think we have empowered the next generation to move this city forward. I want this city to know that I've been working with Vivian Flowers, State Representative Mayor-elect Vivian Flowers, since the election. We started meeting in May, and we are ready for a transition. And it's going to be a smooth transition. And this city of Pine Bluff still has, what word did the pastor give us? H-O-P-E. This city still has what? Hope. UAPB, thank you for help reeling that hope in. And I thank the Pine Bluff Police Department and all those young kids who are here tonight. You are our hope. We're going to stand together. We're going to continue to pray together. We're going to continue to stand strong, because Pine Bluff, the city that has been left behind for so many years, is on the rise. And we're rising, and we're rising, and we will continue to rise for many years to come. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All of you, thank you for everything. Thank you. To God be the glory. To God be the glory for all that He has done. Thank you so very much.
Let's give another round of applause for the Honorable Mayor Shirley Washington. Now, I would like to do a group toast. The staff, pick one person to open the bottle of champagne that should be placed at every single table. I'll give you a few moments to open your bottles. Whoever wants to open the bottle. The program committee would like to thank Barbara Dunn and the Pine Bluff Convention Center staff, program participants, the distinguished men of Phi Beta Sigma, the AP History students of Pine Bluff High School, and the Watson Chapel High School JROTC. Additionally, we would like to recognize our platinum sponsors who supported our efforts to make this evening a success. They are Carlton Zappa of Saracen Casino, Pine Bluff Sand and Gravel, Go Forward Pine Bluff, Carpenter's Produce, and MK Distributors. The members of the planning committee are Prudy Holman, Martavius Proctor, Chilton Blunt, Tiana Williams, and Rhonda Taylor Hall. It is our hope that you have enjoyed tonight's event. And Mayor Washington, please know that the passion, energy, perseverance, and commitment to the city of Pine Bluff has not been in vain. And we're a community because of you. We thank you all for your attendance, and to that, we drink.
I'm going to move across the room just a bit. What else is on the program? Is that the end of the I want to acknowledge the Arkansas Black Mayors Association, who is here with us tonight. Would the black mayors who are here stand up, please? All the black mayors. Thank you. Frank Bateman, our Executive Director of the Arkansas Black Mayors Association. Thank you all for your support throughout these 8 years, and I ain't going nowhere.